Floss Tube, Singing Stitcher. We are continuing on the tour of my house. This one here is hanging on the wall going down to my basement. So, this is called Magic in Motion, and it was a Dimensions kit. Let's see, the artist was Lane Gordon. It is 10.5 by 14 inches. It was done on 14 count black using the threads and metallics provided. Now this would be one of them that I used beads instead of doing French knots. Looking back now, I'm not sure that was such a great idea, but whatever. Also, there was supposed to be some sort of bookmark coming off of the book. It involved stitches that I didn't know how to do, so I just left it off. So yeah, this here was completed in 1997, and I can tell you it was framed in 2001, along with my wedding sampler. What else? Obviously, this was framed professionally. So, let's go next. Sorry about the shaking here. Alright, next we have Flying Dragon. This was a pattern in Stony Creek Book 395. He is about 10.5 by 9 inches. And he was done on 14 count off-white using DMC floss and Glisten Gloss rainbow blending filament. This here was framed professionally. And as you will see, all 4 of these were framed in exactly the same frame. Okay. Next, we have Dragon at Sunrise. I believe this is the same dragon. This here, again, was a pattern in Stony Creek Book 395. He is about 12 by 6.5 inches. He was done on 14 count white using DMC floss, and he was framed professionally. Okay. Next we have Avenging Dragon. Now again, this is from Stony Creek Book 395. This was done on 14 count off-white using DMC floss and is about 8 by 8 inches square and was framed professionally. Now, I'm not sure if you can see this, but right about here, I noticed a couple weeks ago, it looks like something spilled on it, but I don't recall spilling anything. I actually think, after washing it, the DMC floss ran, because I can see a little bit of the same sort of staining around all of the other coppery red. Kind of sucks. So, not sure what to do about that. I don't know if I can take it out of the frame and wash it again. I don't know what'll happen. So, this here again, framed professionally from the same series using the same frame. And then lastly, from this series, we have Castle on a Cliff. Now again, this was in Stony Creek Book 395. This here was done on 14 count white using DMC floss and Glisten Gloss rainbow blending filament. It is about 5 by 10 inches. And this was framed professionally. Like I said, using the same frame as the other ones. I kind of like the idea of having everything in the same series framed in the same frame. It kind of just pulls everything together. So these ones here are all hanging in my hallway. Moving on. Let's try not to get sick here. Abracadabra. Nope, you're still a bitch. Now, there's a story behind this, and that is, I was at a Christmas craft show in Calgary, and there was this hand-painted sign that said this in one of the booths, but I just didn't want to pay for the sign. And I kind of regretted it when I came home. So what I did was I plotted out the words in Excel. So I actually created my own chart for this. It's pretty easy. The letters are kind of basic. So yeah, this is done on 14 count white Aida, and I'm sorry, I'm really shaky. So yeah, 14 count white Aida using leftover floss from a Jan Lane kit, and it was one of the Dolly Mama's kits. So this here is 9 by 4 inches. So because it's a strange size, I actually had it framed professionally. And this one is hanging in my guest bathroom. All right. Next we have what I call Fall Scene. This is from Leisure Arts book, Life, Love, and Laughter. It's about 4.5 by 5.5 inches. It was done on 18 count cream. I used DMC floss, and this was actually framed by myself. This one is hanging in my front entryway. Next we have Winter Scene from the same book, Leisure Arts, Life, Love, and Laughter. This again was done on 18 count cream. I think basically I had a scrap and felt the need to use it up. Let's see, using DMC floss, and this was framed by myself as well. And lastly, this is what I call small horse heads. Now, this was a Dimensions kit, possibly even a Dimensions Gold kit. I have no idea what the real name of it was. It is stitched on 14 count, I'm going to say light brown Aida, using the threads and the metallics that were provided. And again, because of its size, it's about 6 by 4 inches. It's kind of an awkward size. So I had it framed professionally as well. And this one is also hanging in my front entryway. So there you have it. More of my framed finishes. I think there's 4 or 5 left to go. I hope you've enjoyed this, and happy stitching!